Mr. Parker here for Rat Week Day 6. It is Saturday, and I reviewed a movie that I watched as a kid. And I just kind of find this funny after watching. I hadn't seen it since I was a kid, and it was made in 1976, to remind you. I don't remember. I obviously hadn't read much about it. It wasn't that infamous movie or anything like that. I remember it being a fairly popular movie. It was, like I said, PG. It is Food of the Gods. And I watched this as a kid, and I always remembered the ending. Never forgot it. And when it got released a few years ago, I picked up the DVD, didn't watch it. Now it's out of print. And I can only speculate it's out of print due to, Peter or something. Because watching this movie, I was really shocked. People tackle movies like, the Italian cannibal horror films for animal cruelty and real animal death. I know a sea turtle people hold in much higher regard to than a rat, but... sometimes an animal is an animal. I know, I understand that concept, but when they're really shooting hundreds of rats and drowning hundreds of rats for real for something like this, you just kind of want to be like, okay, why are you picking on these guys and not picking on these guys? It's actually really shocking. Older movies that are just PG sometimes are just way more shocking than nowadays. I guess I was shocked that I didn't even notice as a kid that all these rats were dying. I'm just like, and now I'm just like, wow, those rats are really getting wasted with pellet guns. I really don't like that. I don't know. It's been done. There's no way to boycott a movie. It's all over. It's all been done with. That's a time of the past, and it's just the way films were made back then. As for the film Food of the Gods, I did enjoy it. I've enjoyed all the movies thus far. This one actually has the biggest rats. What happens is this stuff starts bubbling up from the ground, and this mom and pop decide to start feeding it, mixing it in, and feeding it with the chickens. The chicken gets larger, and they get giant, so they get a idea that this stuff's going to make them rich. They make some contacts with some people, some biochemist, I guess you'd say, one's Ralph Meeker, and he's from the Dirty Dozen. He plays an awesome asshole in this one. He does a really great job. Bensington, I'd say he's probably the best in it.
You should see how funny you look, Jack. You're scared shitless the rats will come, but you want money badly enough to chance it.
Oh, fill this, goddammit! The stuff is drying up.
I'm beginning to think maybe that stuff should stay right where it is.
What the hell are you talking about?
Why, it doesn't look so good. As a super contribution to the world, I mean.
Starving people?
And you're going to feed them all with big chickens, right?
Yeah, and giant cows and sheep and ducks and fish and you name it.
Well, it sounds good, but wouldn't bigger creatures have larger appetites?
I'm way ahead of you, kid. I'm going to take this stuff and have it converted to plant food.
Oh, and you're going to feed all the big animals with big plants.
Right on. And within 5 years, hunger will be a thing of the past.
That's what you're doing it for, is it, Jack? For the benefit of all the hungry people throughout the world.
Especially the children.
Oh, God, you're going to make me cry.
Hey, Lauren, you surprised me. I always thought you were like me. Anything for a buck.
Oh, no, you underestimate yourself, baby. Nobody could be a whore like you. You're number one.
Also, the other things start growing, getting into the food. Maggots, or mealworms, I guess you'd call them, wasp, rats. And rats is the big thing because they just, there's a whole bunch of them and it becomes a pack on here. And basically all these people are trapped on this island. It takes place on this island and they're running from the rats and shooting rats. And for some reason these rats are too heavy. They can't swim, so they decide to drown them, which adds into the real drowning of rats. But they use kind of the back footage and miniatures and stuff like that with real rats as most of the effects. And what's up close, there's a puppet gnawing and biting on people. A lot of people get all mauled in here. Nobody gets ripped apart or anything. It's kind of just a bunch of puppets swarming them and blood coming on them. And they're just like, ah!
Who's there? Save me, save me.
And you know who else is in this? Is I'm gonna look his name on here because I'm John Cypher, who is in what is the movie Spontaneous Combustion with Brad Dourif, but more importantly, he played Man at Arms in Masters of the Universe. You dare threaten her life? Yeah, he's pretty decent in this one. He's actually a PR guy for the football team. Basically, there's a couple football guys in here, and the first starts they go out for the day, and one of them dies, and the other guy keeps going back trying to figure it out, stop the wasp that killed him when he finds it out. And at the very end, it's a ragtag group of people fighting the rats trapped in a house, a la Night of the Living Dead style. Like I said, this is by H.G. Wells, who's famous for War of the Worlds, Empire of the Ants. Really, some of the most popular and famous and well-done sci-fi science fiction movies, made for movies, and some of the most, laughed at, hokey stuff as well. This movie is completely the definition of hokey, I'd say. Like I said, Ralph Meeger does it top-notch as a jerk. It's entertaining. It's very short. It's 88 minutes. I know some people will probably be pretty disturbed by all the animals being slaughtered, all the rats getting shot in the face for pellet guns. Yeah, really there's so much rat kill count. Probably like 100 rats are killed in this movie, maybe more. The leader is an albino rat, of course, just to make it stick out and look creepy. But, it's a pretty fairly decent movie. Seems like almost everyone, almost all the males in the movie are kind of idiots, except maybe the football guys. But, things like happen. This is out of print disc. You can probably download it. The VHS is still cheap somewhere. I don't think that there actually is any special features on the disc. But, yeah, they used the miniatures of the rats. Oh, not the miniatures. The miniatures are pretty cool. There's a really horrible water special effect in here that's just like, are you kidding me? That's just terrible. Even for your time standard, that's bad. But, anyways, if you're interested in watching a whole bunch of animals die for real and really action-packed fame, I guess this is the movie for you. But if you really, seriously, if you like killer rat movies, it's a thing of the past. I don't condone it, but I won't shit on it either because it's in the past. But I guess I should shit on it still because it's in the past and we're not. But, man, we're destined to what we don't know is to, not repeat our, how the whole thing goes. But anyways, Food of the Gods, silly, hokey, killer rat movie. Kind of fun. The ending is awesome. The ending hadn't left me since the day I watched it at age 8 years old or whatever it is. Age 8. But that is Food of the Gods. Probably watch Food of the Gods 2, Gnaw, which I've never seen. I always remember the trailer. That's what made me rent this one as a kid. And maybe Burial of Rats. I might watch that one. Maybe not. Already did Ratman, so don't expect to see that one. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.
Oh, Jesus. We'll never...
It works by sitting here. Come on. Light this thing.